Okay, I'm gonna start part 2 right now. Make sure I'm time. Yep, I'm going. So anyway, I'm just gonna keep dropping my phone. It's because I have gloves on. I can't hold my phone. Um, okay, so where did I leave off? Found out I had lupus. Started doing meditations. Got off the medicines one at a time. Um, Eventually got off my CPAP machine. Got off all the braces and boots that I had to wear. Um, just one at a time, I started to let go of these things that I held on to for so long and thought I needed. And you know what? I'm not against medication. Please don't misunderstand me. I just don't do well on drugs, okay? I hate being dependent on pills. And the side effects that I had with these things just wasn't worth it to me. You know, I mean, the reason I'm overweight for my body is because of medicine. It wasn't because I got lazy or it wasn't any of that. I got old, none of that. It's because of medicine. I took medication for depression, for anxiety, for insomnia, and a lot of those have very bad side effects. Weight gain, no sex drive, you just feel numb. And then the meds they gave me to try to treat me for the fibromyalgia and the pain and stuff, those things were making me crazy. I was like falling down, ripping people's faces off. I mean, the only good one they gave me was the one that made me fall down. The only one that made me feel good was the one that made me fall down. And, I can't live like that. I can't take the risk of hurting myself and then not being there for my children. So I quickly got off that medication, which was, a bummer. But it forced me to learn how to take care of myself with other methods. Meditation was one of them. And in meditation, I learned to take care of my inner self, my spirit, my spiritual side, my soul. Um, Actually, doing meditation helped open me so that I could shine out. People were asking me, "What happened? You look great." And my answer was, I'm healing myself. I'm starting to heal. I'm starting to heal. I stopped living the life of a sick person. They were just shocked because they didn't see me for a really long time. And then I started going to places where I used to go, and people were like, "Wow, what happened? You glow." It's because I was glowing. I got in touch with my inner self. I got in touch with my spirit guides, my angels. I learned to communicate with my angels. I learned to get closer to my God. Um, I learned to listen. I learned to listen. And I also started to walk. I got out of my bed and I walked down the street as far as I thought I could handle and then turned around and came back. And I did that every day until I could go further. And eventually I got all the way down the street, way, way down my street, which is a long way for me, for a sick person whose feet hurt and legs hurt and body ached. And, I still, yeah, I told you already, I was in bed all the time. So when I finally was able to walk around the blocks around here, it was a celebration for me because, see, I'm getting emotional, because it had been years since I was able to get up and walk down the street without pain. And the pain did finally go away in my feet, which was amazing because when the doctors would tell me to go exercise, I'd laugh at them. I was like, "Are you crazy? I'm in so much pain I can't walk to my bathroom." They're like, "Well, it's what we hear from people. The more they move, the better they feel." And dang it, they were right. I just pushed myself slowly through the pain, and here I am. And I also would do, when I walked, I would do walking meditations, and poems would come to me. I would be so poetic when I got home. I'd have to sit down and write something, or I'd write it in my head while I was walking, and I'd talk it into my phone so I wouldn't forget. And I would see things that I never noticed before. These walking meditations are amazing. If you can't sit and meditate, because of your busy day, then do it while you're walking somewhere. Even if it's just down the hall. Just think of great things to be grateful for. That's a meditation in itself right there. I'm grateful to be walking on my legs. I'm grateful I have feet. I'm grateful that my body is not in bed today. I'm grateful I don't depend on medication anymore for anything. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you before I forget, the last medication, the hardest one for me to get off of was anxiety medicine. Isn't that crazy? I was already calm, feeling great, doing meditations, but that freaking anxiety medicine was the hardest one for me to let go of. I was down to a half a pill, and I still was having a hard. Every time I stopped, my body would freak out because it was so used to it. But it's okay. I can deal with my anxiety today much better. Even when things are, really bad, like with my kids, I did the things that healthy people do. I cried a lot, talked to people. Um, I got busy. I really did get busy. I was very, very creative during that time. Um, I left the house a lot just to go somewhere different. I'd go to one of my most favorite places in town. It's an alternative bookstore. They've got candles and incense and rocks. I love rocks. Crystals and gemstones and jewelry. They have all that too. And good people. And I just really enjoyed being there. I was surrounding myself with the people that I needed to be with during hard times. And I just did what I had to do. So, do I have time to be sick? No, I don't want to be sick. Do I still get sick? Yeah. Do I still have hard days? Yeah. Do I have energy all the time? No. Do I go for a walk all the time? No. Did all the pain go away? Not completely. But you know what? Compared to what it used to be like just a few years ago, like 2007, I think is when I started doing all this, I'm 1,000 times better than I was. Going from in bed, tethered to a machine, with boots and gloves and stuff all over me, I'm 1,000 times better than I was. And I don't plan on going back. And I feel with all my heart, with everything in me, that anybody could do this. I don't have a lesser case of lupus or fibro than you do. I've had a horror story. I'm just not, just because I look good doesn't mean I never suffered and that I don't understand you or that I wasn't as bad as you. It's nothing like that. I don't care where you are in your illness. I believe strongly that you can do what I've done and more. People have done better than me. I've heard about them. I've watched them. I've talked to people. I've watched videos about people, interviews of people who cured themselves with their creator's help of cancer, of things like that. Just gone. Poof, gone. If they can do it, I can do it. And so can you. So, chin up. Don't take that crap anymore. Don't let those dark energies keep you in bed, keep convince you that there's no way out and you're not going to be there for your grandbabies. Yeah, you are. If you want to be, you will be. So I want to hear when those babies are born, and I want to hear that you're doing better, because I know you can. And you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to my friend now. These videos are made for her because, and anyone else who needs them, but specifically with her in mind, because it just makes me sad to hear somebody say that they just hunger for a better life so they can be there for their grandbabies. Well, then friggin' do it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to sit here and give you pity. I'm not. I don't want pity either. I don't want anyone's fear about my sickness. I want everyone to give me support and love and encouragement, and I hope that's what you're getting from my messages. I'm trying to be supportive and loving and encouraging. I know you can get through this. Whatever your illness is, you can heal your body. Just change your attitude, decide you don't want to be sick anymore, and do the things you have to do, okay? I love you guys. My hands are freezing, so I'm going to go. Mwah.